Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and in this video I'd like to take a closer look at the newest Aerith Rebirth banner and share with you my opinion on it. Aerith has gotten the Loveless outfit and I think it's going to be quite useful in some of the content, because this top R ability is ADB boost and yes, it's only 10 points, so it gives you 2.5 extra ADB at the start of the battle. But you could pair this with another ADB boost skilled weapon to get a higher level. However, I think 2.5 extra ADB is already very nice. And then the second R ability is Soothing Song, and it extends the effect duration of all buffs and debuffs by 40% and increases healing potency by 10%. So yes, I think the Bahamut outfit is still the best for majority of the content. It's very versatile. But I can see this Loveless outfit being very useful for some of the content. Precisely dungeons or short battles where that extra ADB at the start of the battle might be very useful. And coincidentally, next week we are getting dungeon ranking. What a coincidence, but yeah, I think while ADB boost is rather not needed for most battles, it's a very good addition for where you might want or need it. But to be honest, since now we are getting those abilities with 15 points, they could have just added 15 points here for that full ADB boost level. Then there is Gambantane, and at OB10 120 it has 327 heal stats, bit lowered attack stats, but this increased heal is very nice since it's a healing weapon. Then it also has standard R abilities with 46 heal and 39 buff debuff extension, which is fine. It also has a circle sigil boost slot and a single target heal boost and weirdly a P attack slot. That P attack slot is a little bit weird because most support material are magic casts, but maybe you might get some physical support material soon. We'll see. But lastly we have the command ability, which is a 59% heal, and it also increases physical attack for allies, but with mid potency and for 16 seconds. And the max potency is high, and if Aerith is below 90% HP, two other characters in your team get 1 extra AB whenever you use this ability. So the way I see it, it's basically a Baharot, but instead of buffing physical defense, you get a physical attack buff. Is it better than Camera? No, I definitely don't think so. Also, because Camera exists, I think this weapon is rather mediocre if compared to Camera. Why? At OB10, Camera can buff physical attack and magic defense with high potency, and it only costs 4 AB per cast to do so. Here you get only mid potency attack buff per cast at the cost of 5 AB. Yes, you get the heal, but also Camera buffs at OB10 last for 20 seconds. So yes, the heal isn't bad, but the cost is too much with only mid potency P attack buff. However, if you don't have Camera, it's Aerith's only weapon that can allow you to buff physical attack with. Nanaki's Hellhound outfit from last year has also received a small update, and now it has 15 HP points, now providing a whole HP level, which is actually very nice, and Flamethrust Fangs is unchanged ability, and it provides 20% defense and 15% damage to both ice and fire elements. It's nice to see the plus 5 points upgrade to last year's outfit, but it's rather a situational outfit for only ice or fire battles. We also have a new ultimate weapon for all February banners, and it's the Missing Skull for Barret. It has alright stats, then 20 magic defense and 25 points into enhance interruption with Veil. And this is a very interesting ability because every time you interrupt the boss, meaning that every time you break the sigils and stagger the enemy, Barret applies Veil to himself with 25% of max HP, and this ability alone is very interesting, but we also have the command ability which increases physical and magic resistance for 15 seconds with 50% potency, meaning that for the duration of those buffs you take additional 50% plus physical and magic damage. And it also casts a tiny heal and you can use it twice in a battle. And also, since Barret as King Varvados uses provoke attack, I suspect that Barret's rebirth weapon will be the same and will apply provoke when we get that banner. But Barret getting Veil is very interesting because I personally thought Veil was exclusive to Unreal. But yeah, Barret's Veil is very situational because you only get it upon breaking sigils, but it will also increase his survivability by a lot, especially if he really is about to get a provoke weapon. But I think Barret is now about to become a much more popular support character with his ultimate weapon and that potential rebirth weapon with provoke that could make him a very nice debuffing tank. But you definitely want Barret to have this ultimate weapon. But honestly, it's great to see Barret getting some love finally. So, personally, if I had camera for Aerith, I would have skipped this banner and the weapon. It's not bad, but if you have camera, it just provides a lot worse buff, and camera is still unmatched, being the only weapon that can buff not only physical attack but also magic defense with high potency just with one cast, and Gambantane buffs only with mid potency, so you need to recast it to get that high potency buff, and it costs 10 AB and has also a bit shorter duration than camera has. But personally, I pulled for Gambantane and I can't complain because now I finally have something on Aerith to buff physical attack with. It's not great, but at least it's something. Because without camera I had no option to buff physical attack with Aerith. However, if you don't have camera, this weapon doesn't solve your magic defense buff issue, because without camera, Aerith still lacks a good MDef buffing weapon, so you will still need to search for alternatives with other characters. And while most other weapons are situational, camera is so universal because it not only buffs physical attack but also magic defense, and this is what makes camera so extremely versatile and useful in quite literally 95% of battles. And personally, I was hoping for camera 2.0. It could be the same everything, just even switch condition with P attack requiring Aerith to be above 70% HP. I don't care. I was just hoping for that because it would allow everyone to finally get their camera weapon, and it being part of Final Fantasy Crossover would guarantee it to return in the future. Because Monster Hunter isn't an IP owned by Square Enix and Capcom has to agree, therefore Monster Hunter Crossover is actually never guaranteed to ever return. So yeah, my camera-less friends, Gambantane at least gives us the ability to buff physical attack with Aerith, but we are still hard on copying for camera. Also the Barret ultimate weapon. Personally, I think the new meta is already here and they will just push it further soon, because Sid with Enfeeble that can give you higher tier of debuffs on a boss, and now Barret with his ultimate weapon that will further reduce the incoming damage by 50% makes me think that hard bosses in the near future will do a lot more damage and our high potency debuffs won't be enough, so Enfeeble, Barret's ultimate weapon, Veil and such abilities will be crucial and required to just lessen the damage so we don't get insta-killed by the boss. It's just a guess and I might be wrong, but this current Crash boss already feels like the beginning of this new meta of bosses overkilling us and us having to have very specific weapons and those very specific defensive abilities to survive them. At least until April, where we get a new character and they just might or might not push something else. So yeah, the conclusion, Barret ultimate weapon, great, might possibly be crucial for the near future. Aerith outfit, good, likely great for dungeons and rankings, but Aerith weapon, mid, very skippable if you have camera. I have already polled and I will have my poll video soon if you'd like to watch it, but I have just gone for the guaranteed copies because I think it's a rather mediocre weapon and the half anniversary is coming right after this crossover, so I am just desperately preparing for this, and I can see Aerith weapon as a way to buff physical attack only until we get that Monster Hunter rerun, and then we get the Holy Kamura. But yeah, if you're going to pull, best of luck, and share how it went for you. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.